In this video, we're going to talk about overcoming the fear of being judged by others. And really, a lot of our actions and reactions are based on how other people think and feel about us, especially when you're trying to step into a new direction with your life, with your career, or trying to create something new to fulfill some type of void that you need to step your game up, change the life. You don't want to be stuck feeling like this, taking on other people's energy. When you learn to bring the energy within and work on the state of consciousness, you can start to have visions of what you want to bring into your life. And start to bring awareness to uncomfortable situations you may feel when you're trying to create this new path, this new life, and who those types of people are and what they mean to your life, and the meaning you give it, that their judgment of you matters, and that your identity is in accordance to how they feel with your direction, with your decisions. And start to realize that your state of consciousness and your vision for the career, the anything you want to bring in, your success, your relationships, will be a match with what you decide, not with what other people think about you. So if you are doing things in a way to have other people's tension be eased, be relaxed, and them not lash out at you, that you will do things in a particular way that is not your most successful self, you're doing yourself a disservice. And a lot of times, when we carry on these tendencies of doing things in a fear of judgment, it could have come to us from a certain figure in our life, our parent, mother or father, a form of authority from work, a higher up. I know that most times in most families that the father can be the more aggressive one, the one that expects certain things of you, that wants you to go on a certain path. You need to go on this certain path in accordance to what your father wants of you, father or mother. Every person has different dynamics within their parent relationship growing up. Speaking from personal experience, I had a very firm, authoritative type father that expected certain things when it came to what I'm going to do as a career, what I'm going to do to bring money in. And whatever he thought was right is what he wanted to become fact through me. And when I would steer away from his direction for me, it would bring tension in him. And then I would second guess my decision because feeling my father's tension, I guess I should do what he wants. And what it did is it created an empathic type person in me, a people pleaser when it came to certain situations. And when I learned these past few years to bring awareness to it and that I have my own power within to make these important decisions when it comes to career, financial, creating the best life, creating the best self, like we do on the channel here. Stepping into being a full-time YouTuber, stepping into being a full-time fitness instructor, personal trainer. These are things I created from within without the need of permission from anyone. And when I stepped into that true power and felt it, I became it in a state of being. And when my subconscious mind envisioned these things and felt it, it gave me the course of action. And what is the correct course of action when it comes to creating success within our own businesses? It comes from within and self-reflection. And in these imagined states, reflection, when you are imagining these things, you are imagining a state of being, a state of mind you are in that is connected to a feeling of it happening. And when you start to live with the feeling of it happening every day, regardless of what the outer world is showing you, what your senses can see, when you live it with conviction, regardless of results, regardless of what others think is going to happen for you, you bring it to life. You bring the success to yourself. And what ends up being reflected back to you is what you believe to be true because you have realized it. And you bring that realized thought and emotion to life. The same way I just thought I could someday be a YouTuber that does one-on-one coaching like this. So I thought, what would I do? What would the most successful version of me do on video? What type of energy would I have in those videos? And then I began imagining myself as that person with that success, with that amount of wealth and abundance in my life. I gave myself those feelings, and I didn't just think it as a means to an end or think it and then forget about the feeling throughout my day. When the first bad thing or judgment from someone, judgment on one of my videos, judgment from my parent, judgment from coworkers or my current boss, I didn't let any of that affect me because the only thing that is true is the realization of what the self wants to be true. And that is connected to your state of consciousness, which is powered by God source energy after you give yourself permission to connect. And how you connect to it is by stepping into a different line of time in the quantum field, the different version of you, which already exists here and now in the four-dimensional world. And when you can envision those things in meditation or imagining before going to sleep, you are training your subconscious mind and body that you are it. And when you step into the realization of self, that it's already here and now, you will wake up the next day as that person. And there's not a single thing or person in your outer world that can take that truth away from you. You become it with conviction every single day, regardless of what the senses is seeing and feeling. Because that is not the reality. The reality is created from within. From within, how you feel, how you view yourself, the direction you take, the action, the course of actions will come to you within this state. the state of mind you put yourself in. Everything is possible. It is subjective. And when you continue to live in this state, regardless of what is being shown to you as reality, the reality that you choose ends up being reflected to you. When you stop needing it, when you start being it, that is when God and the universe will power you with the energy to take the correct course of action. It is what I have done on this channel. It is what I have done with my 2 businesses I created. And now I am getting ready to change careers over it. Because I decided. I didn't wait for something from outside of me to give me permission. I didn't wait for my Father to approve of me and this direction I am taking in life. I chose. I decided. I tuned into the frequency. I allow God's energy to power this way of living every day. So the same can be true for you. You are going to get on this level. It's what I'm here to do and help you achieve. So step number 1 is bringing awareness to those who are currently in your life, that you feel an energy of disapproval, of they're going to judge you if you do this. They're going to judge you if you take this certain course of action. And think about it right now as you watch this video. Which one of your parents made you feel like that? And which ones of your friends would make you feel like that if you were going to take on a new career? Or if you were going to start dating this new person you're interested in, but they don't approve of, but you have good energy. It's what you resonate with that is your truth. And the things that are meant to be in your life will be there without effort. It will be brought to you because of how you feel about it. And the feeling will make you realize that that is your truth and that you are the creator of your own reality. So whatever you choose to use this power on, because it's a very powerful way of living, you're bringing power to your awareness. You're bringing power to your conscious way of living. That your state of consciousness is the only thing that can create the life for you that becomes true. And I've had evidence of it happen in this past month since Christmas has been done. There are certain things I can't mention right now because they are in the works about changing careers. But that is something I have envisioned all of 2024 of making a big change, a big leap. And living with the abundance of already being it and wanting to inspire others to live with that same abundance is the flow of love in my life for it, the flow of love I have for these videos I make, the flow of love I have with my community on Instagram. It's a flow of love that is not based on condition, on things happening by a particular time. It is a state of being. Now, the course of action that I take on building this career, on building this channel, my social media, my fitness business, is all done in a state of being. Being myself with conviction and doing it repeatedly, every single day. It's your persistence, and you have to persist in the thing you want to become true, in that feeling from the end and not feeling what is going to happen leading up to it. When is that going to happen? When am I going to get my big break? When am I going to go viral on here? When are people going to start subbing to me more often? Instead being, I'm already that. That is already here. That amount of money, I already feel it. That great relationship is already in my life, in my field. And it's going to power the field of energy around your body. to being your most attractive self, to being your most abundant self. And the law of your assumption cannot be denied by the higher ups, by the God that you believe in, whichever religion that you choose to believe in, or non-religion. This is a source of energy that is there for you to help you create. And when you tap into that energy, what you want to bring into your life and become true becomes limitless. So start to try to tap into that power this week by bringing more awareness to those you have a fear of hurting their feelings when you go in a certain direction, a fear of feeling like you're the bad guy or girl but because you've done something to upset. And really, it all leads back to that upsetting of that parent. And we are taking on those tendencies and those relationship type dynamics into our adult relationships with other people. When you start to bring awareness to it and change the way you feel about it and change your identity from within, which is going to connect you with God on a different state of consciousness that you would prefer to be in, then you will start to get rid of, let go, and have those tendencies and qualities dissipate from the body and create the best version of yourself from within that creates everything that is real life, that is conditioned on the outside in accordance with your energy. So I thank you for watching this one, and we will see you on the next video.